Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the PC September Cup #1. My name is Kenneth, joined by Deedless today for our second tournament of the day. Android finals earlier on. Now it's PC weeklies, and time for the PC players to take center stage.
Wait, I thought it was time for me to shine. Now I can actually play and do fairly well. Or mediocre is probably the better word.
Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Poor old Deedless doesn't believe in himself. Do you believe in Deedless, Noxy Gaming? Coming back to MC5 just in time. Well, guys, we'll be, of course, knocking through our traditional ESL competition today. We've got ourselves a bracket up already, so we may well be going straight into our first ESL game. But if we can
Yes.
be cheeky enough, we
I
might be able
have-
to stick one in.
I have asked for Alpha OP versus Omni Esports as our first game, but our admin for today, Aviator, is trying to get a hold of the team so that we can get that passkey.
Yeah, guys, we're going to set up this first community game. Do come and join us while we try and trick you into joining in. ESL 123. Come and join both myself and possibly Deedless as well as we dive out onto the field and Deedless attempts to find the meaning of life at the end of the barrel of a gun.
Ooh, man. You see, the meaning of life, that is very, very hard. I'm just bad at this game, so I probably can't find the meaning of life.
Oh boy. I just don't know what you're looking for, Deedless. Is it reassurance? Is it being followed around and stabbed in the back repeatedly? Because that was always good for Haxel.
Both.
I reassure you, sir, that I will stab you in the back. Hey, Maxwell Gaming, welcome to the stream.
Oh, you are so nice, kind of. Thank you.
I am. Alright, we'll just see if in a couple of seconds we can get a couple more people in to kick off this free-for-all. Oh no, we lost one instead. In that case, I guess... There we go. We've got your placement already. Alright. I'll throw out one more invite, then we'll get this one started. ESL 123. Do let me change over the passy, because that's not the right one at all. There we go. We're on PC for this PC tournament, as you might expect. Let's get things started. And of course, we'll be dropping as many community games as we can during the course of today. Faraz Ahmad, welcome, welcome. Noxy Gaming, why no face cam? Why? Were you expecting one?
Did you? Well, I can go on face cam. I'm not sure you would like to see me right now. I'm not wearing any makeup.
Oh boy.
Are you wearing any makeup, Peter?
You would not get me on stream without my face on. Hoorah.
Wait, without your face on, are you not wearing your face? That's the
Are
bit
you not familiar with that phrase?
No.
It refers to wearing makeup.
Ah, I did not know.
So guys,
What?
we'll be... Oh, hello. I think we got tagged already.
Oh my
Oh, no, someone else.
Jesus.
Oh, hello, Steve. I don't know why you messaged me about that. Edu123 YouTube. Maybe we'll start doing face cams for some of these monthly files, who knows?
Yeah, I think that could definitely add something to to the stream, dude.
Oh, no.
I don't see why not. Am I the worst in the game right now? No, I'm actually doing well. In terms of points, I'm doing better than you. But wait, I'm third place.
Yeah, I keep running to I'm Noob, who just insta gives me.
Ooh, I killed Soul Catcher. No, I'm new. Yeah, I'm noob is doing pretty damn well. I'm also a noob, but I'm not a good noob.
Oh, that was the wrong place to be. Oh, hello, getting tagged again. Let's see.
No, that's still not an Aviator. I'm keeping an eye out on the admin chat, so don't you worry.
Shush you. I got sent a passkey by a private. I will let them know. I'll tell them to tell the admin friend us. But we've got that first passkey. I'll send it to you, and we'll get into that first ESL game. So guys, enjoy the community game, and we'll be getting our official ESL competition underway in just a second. So let's see. So Steve. Oh, it's Alpha OP in that first match versus Omni Esports. I think the very same match that you did done ask for, Deedless.
Ooh, well, how lucky am I?
The luckiest duck that ever did.
Meh.
Hey, Choco Dim. Yes, we've managed to successfully do a most shameful display in the first game. But hey, there's still plenty more games for us to embarrass ourselves in.
Are you sure?
Why, there's always another game.
Are you sure?
Let's see. So Omni Esports will be playing over on the right hand side. Swoosh against Alpha OP. Let's just get everything set up for that. Alpha versus Omni. Omni Esports representing the United States. Alpha OP representing Colombia. I think Omni Esports has certainly gotten further through the tournament in recent history than Alpha OP, but both of these teams have quite a lot to prove. As our number 4 and number 5 seeded teams of the tournament, they will have a long journey if either hope to make it to the finals.
You're definitely not wrong, Counterfeit. In order to get to the final, you have to go through at least 2 teams here. If you are Omni Esports or Alpha OP, you have to go through one of the teams just mentioned, and Team Kin already waiting in the semifinal. And whoever goes through to the grand final from the upper side of the bracket will have to meet either Team Arbolito or Clan Legendario.
Have a quick look through because there's certainly a lot of opinions going around. I think some of the attention has been drawn towards Playboy, newly installed as the manager of Omni Esports. Literally has been a member for 1 hour of this team. So, along with Brother, in fact, there's several very recent signups. So Steve.ko being the leader, as you can see, part of the lineup here. But Playboy and Brother, and Sombra and Shia all have been signed up in the last 3 hours. So,
Whoa.
Omni, something a little bit different for us.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That is something completely new. But hey, sometimes that's what happens.
I've got to remind myself, Playboy, let's have a look at their history.
Omni Esports.
So they are, I think they are a former Score Gaming member. Though that's quite recent that they just joined. Yeah, it's about last week, and now they've left again. Gosh, perhaps you might call them a free agent.
Well, you certainly could do that. If you look over at Alpha OP, the longest standing member is Didier O, who's been there for 168 days. But you have Andres, who's been in there for 3 hours.
Huh. Alright, well.
So hopefully someone like Andres can get a lot of help from the experience that Didier brings to the table.
Yeah, Andres from Ecuador. So that's 1 new signing for Alpha OP, and for Omni Esports, 4? No, 5. Jeez. Alright. Well, it looks like all the players are here and are ready to get things started. I'm honestly fascinated to see what Omni can show us here, because we've basically got no basis for their previous performance. Steve KO, Steve KO, in fact, is the only person on the team who has been a member of Omni Esports' current roster for more than a day. Everybody else is new. So, a brand new day. Let's see what they've got for us.
And we're starting out on the streets, Counterfeit. So let's see what's going to happen right here on the streets. Omni Esports, they do have their work cut out for them. It's going to be very hard to take down their opponents. But, you know what? It will be an interesting matchup nonetheless. To see which team will move in from the upper quarterfinal to the upper semifinal.
Alright guys, I thought for a second Alpha OP might not be joining the party, but it does not seem to be the case. Though only 3 of the Alpha players are in circulation. They have quite the job against Omni's nearly all new lineup. I have to wonder what promises, what words were whispered in the correct ears to level together this entirely new roster.
My eyes will be set on Didier here for this game counterfeit. Didier, so much experience, as I said, been the longest standing member of Alpha OP for a long time. And we've seen some crazy performances from Didier in the past. And right now, Didier has to find their way out with their team right now, stuck in that right corner here on this map. Unless they get out, it's just going to be a shooting gallery, and Omni Esports can pick up a bunch of kills. You don't want to see that happen. And the more kills Omni Esports they get, rather, the more military support they're going to get.
Let's take a look at some of those numbers, as we do have all of Alpha OP finally making their way in. The damage has been pretty heavily done though. Alpha OP pushed right back into the corner, taking it far from multiple angles. Galaxy with a nice snap. Bit of sniping there. Right place, right time. I think he isn't even getting spotted out. Finally, you see Julian turning their eyes up towards there, but it's 15-4. Playboy is down the bottom with that Bramson SMG covering all the angles, and Alpha OP might be out of luck already.
Oh, it certainly looks like that counterfeit. They're down 10 kills, but Omni Esports, while they are just far up, Alpha OP are fighting back, and they need to respect that, because right here you're looking at Carrera pushing out, finding 2 kills, and suddenly this could be an opening here for Alpha OP to get out of that corner they were boxed into.
Cover is the main one of the Alpha players out in the field, but they have been slaughtering each one of the Omni members they have come across. Brother reduced down to being the only remaining member, and while there's 5 kills separated, the momentum very much with Cover and the rest of Alpha OP.
Yeah, strikes and bombers coming in. Omni Esports, now they're falling behind. Actually, Alpha OP, they're coming in here. They just needed to get out of the corner. Now they're fighting back. Test is definitely putting in so much work. But right now, the big carry here for Alpha OP is Julian P and Cover. 7-4 and 7-6 respectively. Doing so well, while Andres and Didier not really pulling the same load here for their team.
It's become a much more even game than it started out with. Now Alpha have managed to break out onto the map itself. Omni still remain in the lead for now. Lots of time left on the clock in this, our opening ESL match of the day. Guys, if you'd like to take part in this yourselves, please do go and sign up on the ESL pages, or find yourself a team in the ESL Discord, and this could be you in any of our following weeks.
Ooh, it certainly could be, and you would love to, we would love to see more ESL players here in this MC5 community. Obviously, the more the merrier, and we are all a big family. Unless, of course, we meet on the battlefield where we're all just gonna shoot each other.
Well, that sounds like the best kind of family. As the fighting it breaks out.
Do you and your family shoot each other often, kind of it?
As often as we can.
Nice.
Playboy defends the interior, as it's looking to be, despite the heroic comeback from the Alpha OP team, that Omni still have control. The entire map folding down to this tiny space in the center that Alpha have control of for now, but Omni, they're all around the outside trying to pick up the kills. Long range shotgun sniping doesn't quite play out this time round, as the score starts to swing back towards Alpha. Maybe they could catch up before that big 5-0.
But they need to do it right now, counterfeit, because Omni Esports, they're already at 42 kills, now 43. Galaxy is on fire, and it's not looking to stop at all. Alpha OP, they need to stop the bleeding, and they need to do it now, or they're gonna lose this map. And Omni Esports, they're getting so dangerously close to it.
Steve, team owner and only remaining Omni Esports member from as of yesterday, is picking up a good amount of kills as well. Omni, they seem to have done enough. Shinsuke, welcome to the stream and welcome to the results of that very first game. An all-new Omni Esports, they take their first victory, and while they weren't able to lock out Alpha, they certainly looked pretty darn good doing what they did do.
Oh, they certainly did, counterfeit, and I will say that Alpha OP, they stand a good chance in the next game if they can get out of the corner early on, if they can actually start to fight against Alpha OP here early on, because this game was all about Alpha OP for the beginning of the game. But Omni Esports, they just need a bit of time in the early game and then they can get going.
Alright guys, as a one-off, if we can, we'll try and sneak you guys into a break game while we get set up for game number 2 between Alpha OP and Omni Esports. There's every chance we'll get the key before we get round to that, but still, ESL 123. If you're on PC, we're only going to be running a relatively short stream today, so get in here as quick as you can, and we will get this one started out. Deedless, where shall we go?
Ooh, let's go to conversion. It's not very often we are at conversion, I feel like. But that might just be me.
Galaxy Gaming, were you cool?
Well, we are the coolest of cools.
Oh man, that's quite an ask.
To be cooler than cool? Or the coolest of cools?
I'm feeling like the word cool is starting to lose all meaning.
Why? Are you not cool?
Let's see. So Galaxy, yeah, I'd say Galaxy did a pretty good job in the last game. I saw Galaxy trying to talk themselves up in the chat beforehand, and I think getting successfully trolled by more than a few of our viewers. But did a pretty good job last game. 11-6. That's not too shabby. That compares pretty well with Steve, team leader, 12-8. In fact, I think that might really be the best performance of that game, and when it comes down to raw KDA. So, congratulations, Galaxy. You are cool for now, but how long will that cool last? You're on the cool throne, but there's always a pretender.
You know what, kind of it? I think saying that Galaxy did alright is perhaps a bit of an understatement. I think Galaxy was probably one of the best players in that game.
Yeah, I would say that's completely fair. Soul Catcher. Good to see you again. I think that's actually I wrote it down. Oh no, that's not the our friend from before who was playing alongside Queen. I had to write down one of our Japanese players' names phonetically.
Oh really?
Well, I just wrote down the symbols because I was like, I don't know what those are.
Counterfeit? Why do you never give Faraz Ahmad cookies?
Faraz Ahmad, what username are you playing under, Faraz? And if you play, well, if you play in ESL and do well, to be fair, I only gave the shout out to Galaxy Gaming because they specifically asked for it, and also they did well. If any of you guys want to have shout outs, then all you need to do is do well, and also ask. That's what they say, the squeaky cookie gets the grease.
The squeaky cookie gets the grease.
I believe that's how the saying goes.
I've never heard of it before, so you could have fooled me, man.
Okay, let's see. If we can just get one more person in, we'll get this one started. Faraz Ahmad, you killed me twice last game. Well, that's not impressive at all.
Only twice. That's
Yeah.
actually quite impressive, seeing as it's
shameful.
seeing as Wait, did I kill you for? Wait, joke. For us, it's not okay to joke with that. Did he or did he
very
not
upset.
kill you?
Very upset.
Did he or did he not kill you for us? I need to know.
We'll have to leave that one for the philosophers, guys. We're going to take a short break, but do enjoy the community action. We're looking for Omni Esports versus Alpha starting up again and shortly. And we'll be back after the break. Alright, it's time once more. Omni Esports and Alpha. Last time round, D-List, we saw Omni managing to lock Alpha in a glass case of emotion, but they broke free, did Alpha, and nearly took back the game for themselves. Now without the spawn, well, what would be argued to be a spawn trap available for Omni to take advantage of, do you think Alpha can come back into the series?
I definitely think they can, kind of it. They showed us that they know how to play MC5 as well in the last game. But it all depends on whether or not they can get a good early game going. Because last time around on the Esports, they completely controlled the early game. And Alpha OP, they were able to fight back. But like, you need to get a good early game going or else you won't be able to fight back again.
Omni certainly are doing pretty well in the early going. The only good news for Alpha OP so far is Julian P, who has proven, up until that very moment, to be unstoppable. Picking up, I think it might even be, yes, at least the majority of Alpha's kills. Over on the other side, we've got Omni Noob, Playboy, Steve, and Jaden, along with iNoob. Kills spread across the team as Steve, doesn't even flinch, decides to take the shot face on.
Steve is looking absolutely unstoppable as well, kind of it. Currently sitting at 4-1 in terms of a score. Does go down right there to cover, getting shot. But overall, on the Esports, they're looking mighty fine. And you can say that a lot that has helped them is that military support. Obviously, when you get military support, it means you get more airstrikes, more bombers, more information to work with. And thus, you can kill your enemies a lot more.
We've got Omni New, who's been doing a very good job of dispatching of the opposition. Going around the corner, we'll get caught out by a newly spawned in cover as Alpha again try and fight back from behind. 5 minutes left to play, plenty of space and time for Alpha to get things done. They are splitting themselves across. We've got Codingo, QR in the middle. We've got Chiquito getting picked off by Playboy on the far right hand side. I think we've even got someone on the far right-hand side of the screen just getting cut off by the map at the moment.
Well, unfortunately, yes, kind of it. Finally, we do see Alpha OP get some military support as well, but it might be a bit too late. They're already behind by 7. Now make that 8 kills, and it does feel a bit hard for them to make this comeback. They did it in game number 1, but they were far behind in the early game too, so like we've seen them do it before, but being able to pull out magic like that 2 games in a row is definitely not something you see every day unless you make a big pick. And sorry, a big push like that. Jaden comes in out of nowhere and picks up a lot of kills.
Wow, the tunnel of trouble. Explosion, smoke filling the air. An absolute bloodbath in the underpass there. Codigo decided to go the other way around. Seems pretty smart to me, as Chiquito also breaks away. Advantage of 7, make that 8 across to Omni, as they are more than happy to keep things moving just this way for the rest of the game.
35-28. Omni Esports, they're also happy about slowing down the pace of the game kind of fit. There's no reason for them to try and do something stupid like giving a lot of kills over to Alpha OP or not playing together as a team. Omni Esports, they work best when they play as a team. We've seen that a lot here in this game. They have more assists than Alpha OP. So work together, slow things down. You have the lead, but now you're starting to lose it because you're going for those individual fights.
Yeah, I can't believe we're seeing Alpha managing to break all the way back up to equality once again. Omni do manage to get away with Omni. 16-7. Chiquito 16-5. We saw Chiquito getting some love in the YouTube chat, and I think that's for very good reason. Has been working overtime to try and keep this game in parity. This is the last chance for Alpha OP to stay in the tournament. It's crazy to say that with a 16 kill player on their roster.
Oh, it certainly is kind of fit. But Chiquito's been doing as much as they can, but when you look down the scoreboard of the team members, then 8-13, 8-12, 7-9, it's not exactly the scorelines you want to see from your team members when you're doing so well. And Chiquito does the best, but unfortunately not enough.
It's the end. Thanks for dropping by. Yes, see you later on in the iOS Blue Cup. Lots more MC5 action to come for the rest of, not just this weekend, but the rest of today as well. Omni just need one more kill to find their place in the next round of competition. Alpha, they need to find 5 in the next 2 minutes, and not a single member can step out of line, or they'll get run over by the Playboy.
Oh yes, kind of fit. That is certainly true. Playboy unstoppable here today. Playboy came in 10 kills, but 10 deaths as well. But in game number 1, did put up a good performance as well. So Omni Esports, with you also having new on the team, I think they do stand a good chance of going all the way. But now they're going to have to face up against Team Kin, our first seeded team of today. So that is also going to be a very big performance that they need to pull out in order to win.
Recognition for Chiquito for a very well played last game. I think ultimately ended up being the strongest individual player. And Alo Vasquez, good luck for your match. You're gonna need it. Woof. So guys, we're gonna open things up once again for our community games.
Wait, couldn't we play some Battle Royale first?
Yeah, we're out of control. Well, I'll tell you what, we can make sure that we get into the same Battle Royale by hosting our own.
Hey, I like that idea.
For as Ahmed, everyone plays super good. We do appreciate being a good sport here in MC5 competition. For while you must stomp your enemies, you must always be cool about it.
Are you going to create the lobby, or am I?
I yams. And also, for any of you guys who aren't aware, there is going to be a community run Battle Royale tournament coming up, I believe, next Friday. So keep your eyes open for that. Let's get hosted ESL 123 on PC. You want to see yourself taking to the Battle Royale battlefield? I love the little icon for the Battle Royale, actually, in the top left-hand corner of the screen. That is very cute. Alright, yeah.
Are you gonna invite me as well?
Why, of course.
Ooh, you are so nice.
Ah.
With friends like you, I wouldn't need enemies. Or, wait.
Ah.
Wait, that's wrong. With friends like you, I don't need friends. That's what I mean, kind of fit. Because you are enough for me. Because you are the nicest person that I have ever met.
Alright, we got a couple of people in play, so it's us and our friends from Japan, at least I assume so. Hey, Jesus, Jesus? Is it Jesus Garcia? And Gladiator Games, hey, the 24-hour hero. Gladiator Games. It was me saying hero, but in a cutesy way.
Oh, so the 24-hour hippo.
24-hour hippo, yes. If I knew what sound a hippo makes, then I would absolutely get all over that. Oh boy, your visits to the zoo must have been fascinating.
Actually, I don't think we have a zoo in the city I live in, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Well, I think there used to be one, but there isn't one anymore.
How sad. Well, I guess we'll have to make do with living in a human zoo. Also, I like this love you person. They just seem to be loving everyone. That's nice. Hey, Shakito MC5. Very well played in that last game. It's a shame it didn't work out, but hey. There's always next time.
Oh, apparently the zoo that used to be in my city got closed during the Second World War.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Unfortunately.
So, oh wait, so it really hasn't been open for quite a long time.
Yeah, I think so. The closest zoo to me is like 20 kilometers away.
How curious.
Curiosity.
Is the I think maybe we don't have so many people on us because my constant spam is only catching a few. It's alright, well
then you don't spam enough.
I think I might be spamming it so much that we can't keep track. Alright. So guys, we're gonna all spawn in to the airport just because that's a good way to get us all killed very quickly.
That's also my favorite spot.
Hey, brother MC5, Summer Gaming. Poof. I don't even know what's being said. Quick, let's grab everything and throw it into Google Translate. Hoorah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's an interesting little,
What's happening?
Dealers, if you try and open the map, what happens for you?
I see the entire map.
Oh. How strange.
What happens for you?
It goes off the side of the screen.
Weird.
Very weird! It might be because I'm playing in window, but I'm not sure.
Might be.
So get you!
Okay. I am definitely going to wait. I can't move. Oh, there we go. Wait. There we go. Now it got fixed. Where is everyone? Where's all my friends? There you are. Let me shoot you. I've heard that is something that family.
I love that we're all together.
Wait, no, I'm not there. Don't leave me.
Oh, I can't actually bring up the map. That's
I've been told that families they shoot each other. There we go. That's me. Hi.
Hey, there you are. I think I'm going to end up spawning into the. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to spawn into the airport anyway.
But yeah, I've been told that families they shoot each other.
I believe that's what the Lilo and Stitch was about.
Shooting each other?
Yeah.
Wait.
Faraz Ahmad, I'm afraid we're not developers, so we can't do anything about any technical issues that might have arisen as of the update. But do let GameLoft's customer care know. That's support.gameloft.com, and they'll be able to get that through to the developers. As it is, as I say, we have no more ability to affect that than anyone would, really. Alright, so theoretically, everyone's in the airport. I can see this going extremely well.
Oh my, no, Soul Catcher just knifed me.
Did he?
Yes, of course he did.
Grr. Arg. I mean, that's kind of the way to take out a streamer really, is to make sure that they know it was you. Alright, I need your help.
I'm dead, man.
Are you spectating
there? No, wait, I can't.
Oh, interesting. There's actually a meter now for the boost. That wasn't there before. Hey, AWP. So yeah, this is the battle royale. I think I just found your corpse.
My yeah, that's my corpse. Nice. Cool.
Actually,
well,
I could probably use a. Oh wait, no, you don't have any good weapons, no.
okay, I'm gonna ask our admin what's the status on the next one, so we can get a semi-final on the way.
Cool, cool, cool. I will continue to roam around the place. But yes, I'm hoping at some point in the future we'll be able to all queue up as duos and potentially even trios for Battle Royale games. I have a feeling I've just put myself into a position where I can't get out of it. Yes, I have. Okay.
Oh no, man, you can do it. I believe in you.
Hey, Phantom MC5, welcome, welcome. I don't think you can join. Yes, the big problem with this, with the Battle Royales, of course, is you can't really join them after the fact. I think you can join them while it's still counting down. But in this case, the ESL 123 I don't think will show up this game. I actually don't know what the health pack button's going to be here.
What the health pack person?
Oh, it's G, okay. Oh, I see. I think it's set to a bunch of the bound key defaults. So guys, yes, we'll be getting back to our regularly scheduled ESL programming in just a second. Hello, you finally managed to find someone. I think we're going to need some very, very busy days to be able to really battle royals, I'm afraid.
Well, we do have 47 viewers, so if everyone could join in, then we could get something started.
Orp used to play back in 2016. Oh, hello. Well, we got absolutely massacred. Alright, let's get out of here. Probably run a regular team of battle or similar. Ah. I wonder. I'll have to have a word with the community managers about that, because I'm pretty sure you could run a battle royale where it was scaled to the amount of players by just having, like, you know, having the blue kind of, what's that, a bit of technical hiccup there. Having having certain areas disallowed as spawns, and then just having the blue circles start from a lot closer in.
Yeah, so you'd like to be able to customize it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that as well. But hopefully that is something that'll come in the near future. One can hope.
Yeah, well, as I said, very looking forward to when there's eventually duos. I think that's going to make a big difference in terms of how that game's played. But let's create this next team battle. Alright, let's go for... Let's pass key of ESL 123, of course. Let's go for overtime. I haven't used that one for a while. Yeah, yep. So tier 7 and below weapons, tier 3 and below armor. come and join us, friends one and all. Patrick, you won the game. Ah, congratulations. Well, Tealus, given that you spawned into the airport and you got horribly slaughtered, has this changed your view on the airport at all?
No. It is still the best place to spawn. I just need to stop sucking.
I'm Mubarak. Al-Shemari. Welcome, welcome. Yes, so some of the music playing today is from Anthemic Electronic, though there has been some more stuff put in since that initial command was put together. Oh, Patrick, you'll love you. Awesome. It's a great name, and I always enjoy people with kind of gimmicky game accounts. It's a bit like Reddit, if someone's kind of got a thing, but I think that's a nice thing to have. Deedless, you're not going to take to the field of battle. We could form a super team, the likes of which has never been seen.
No, I think I've embarrassed myself enough.
Oh boy. Timmy Two Barrel. I like it. Yes, love you. I saw your message in the YouTube chat. Alright, let's get this one started. So we'll have to drop out quite likely for our next ESL game, but while we wait, we're going to take on Patrick Ignaz. Nuclear Nerds. I like that. I think that will be a good YouTube channel name. Nuclear Nerds. What do you think, Dealers?
Nuclear Nerds?
Yeah.
Why not? I think that is a cool nickname. Perhaps that's going to be my new caster name.
Yeah?
Nuclear Nerd.
Alright, it's you and me. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Woo 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 woo. Alright, you and me, friendo. Let's roam the Great Plains together. Oh wait, we are following them. Alright, Jaden, welcome, welcome. Ooh. Apparently it's a little bit too hot that way. Ooh. Let's just go somewhere else instead. Oh no! Love you. I believe the PR39... Oh no, both of the team got horribly slaughtered. I believe the PR39 buffs did finally go through. Oh, nice shot there. Man, it's so quick getting killed.
Are you getting killed already?
Well, I mean, it's like the second you see someone, you're pretty much dead. So time to kill is very, very low.
Sure.
Spooderman at 22. Oh, that's the one on our team. Okay. Spooderman, if you'd like to join a squad, then you can follow the following links. Spooderman, you have an embarrassing channel. I'm assuming it's because it's small, not because it's about embarrassing things. But it may be. It's both. Well, everyone's going to start somewhere. Hey, it's Cupcake with the pew pew pews and a big pew pew.
Bam bam bam.
Bam bam.
God.
So, dealers, if one was to make a goat grenade.
A goat grenade. Yes, if one was to make a goat grenade. Yes?
How would it sound?
I think. I'm not sure.
Intriguing.
That is my guess.
Well, it's canon now. So, any arms manufacturers out there? Also, throw your teammates at your buddies. Throw your teammates at your buddies. Throw grenades at your buddies because you can't hurt them. But anyone who's standing next to them will absolutely get hurt.
How many kills do you have?
I think I got one.
Only? Well, you've only just started. You're getting warmed up, right?
Sure, let's go with that.
Well, I believe in you.
That means I don't die.
Yeah, well.
Alright, let's go on the hunt. You see, I've got a very cool looking Cogby, at least IMO. I think a lot of this is going to be, or the thing I'm going to try and concentrate on at least, is, whoops, is throwing grenades at my own face. I would call that a win. I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow... Hey, we found someone to kill. Alright, I got 2 kills.
2 kills?
I found the key was to use your teammate like ablative armor. Stand behind a teammate and then when they get shot, you shoot the person who shot them. Man, Jaden absolutely smushed me. Whoa! I didn't even see who killed me there. Ah, it was a giant scary snowman!
A giant scary snowman?
Indeed.
Interesting.
We see, so, because with the scoped in Cog V, because people die so quickly, it feels like it's...
we have a code!
We do have a code.
Yep. I'm not sure who it is for, but we have a code.
Well, let's get down to business then, I suppose. I think you can...
Well, we do have to do that at times, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see, so it could either be Team Kin versus Omni Esports or Team Arbolito versus Clan Legendario. Either of which, a fascinating proposition.
Mm-hmm. So which one are you hoping it'll be?
Well, I know. Because I have witch powers that it is going to be Team Kin versus Omni Esports from before. Well, I assume the other semi-final takes place off-stream.
It certainly does, kind of it. I can tell you that already now, that they are in their second game.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's
Because
too bad.
I also have witch powers.
Ah, witch powers.
Yep.
That was a question.
The witch powers.
Let's move on.
I have witch powers of witches. Ha ha.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Spooderman22, you play on mobile. Hey, there you go. You can make friends with Orp and form a team, the likes of which have never been seen. So, iOS, do you guys play on iOS or do you play on Android? Orp, 7 wins and 0 losses. Nice! Pretty impressive. Dealers, so from your competitive multiplayer experience, what advice would you give to Orp and Spooderman22 who are just starting out on their competitive esports journey?
Always practice, ladies and gentlemen. Always practice. That's the way to get good.
But how do you practice well?
Well, see, I'm a big believer of perfect practice creating a good individual. So while people say practice makes perfect, I say perfect practice makes perfect. So you don't have to just practice all the time. You have to practice in the perfect way. So like review yourself, write down what you're trying to work on every single day, and actually keep a notebook.
Ah, a good idea. Also, Dion Charles, glad to have you along for the stream. We're about to see the team from Peru, the Dragonkin themselves. Team Kin. Been around for a few months so far, but I believe, strangely enough, Despite having been registered for about 3 months at this point, this will be their first time actually playing on stream. Ah, now I understand. It's because David M, the leader of Team Kim, who's playing here today in the number 4 position, has only signed their entire roster 2 hours ago.
Impressive. Well, sometimes you don't need more than a 2-hour warning.
Well, hey. So there we go. We've got Omni, who's signed their entire team in the last day or so. Team Kin, who also are a pretty new setup. We'll see if Omni can perform. Last time round, it was the 2-0, ultimately taking away the chances of Alpha OP. But can Omni take their place in the grand finals today to compete for on PC? It's going to be 7,000 credits. Let's see what they've got for us as we head onto Scramble.
Team Kin, Omni Esports. Right now, Omni Esports, they're already into the server. Team Kin, they're ready. They are our first seeded team, ladies and gentlemen, so they certainly will be looking to go all the way here today, but I think Omni Esports, they looked pretty strong here today.
Yeah, they will very much be a team I would fear to face, especially if I was like the Kin players, not working with the full team. They're all connecting in at the moment. Not the ideal situation to be out on the battlefield without backup from your teammates.
Oh, that's certainly true. So, kind of it, we can only wait and see what's going to happen. But right now, trying to get into a position where you can actually work together with your team members is certainly what you would want to see from Team Kin.
Lion will pick up one of the, no, in fact, both of the early kills. It's actually looking like Omni may have dropped a player along the way. A siege has broken out as Kin are secreted away in Hangar 01. This far back hangar. Lion, though, keeps trying to buy space for the Peruvian team. First minute down, Omni are in the lead, but I wonder if they can contain 5 members with 4.
Yeah, that is certainly going to be quite a task, kind of it, but you know what? It seems to be the meta right now in MC5 that you try and box your enemies into a corner and then you just shoot them whenever they try to pull out. Right now, Omni Esports, they lose 2 members as Jordan rather, comes pushing out, gets 2 kills out of nowhere, but it doesn't open up anything as Omni Esports. They are doing a good job at covering each other, but once again, Jordan comes out and picks up Galaxy before getting shot by Playboy.
Those numbers between the two teams have been equalized, even if the score has not. You can see the shields holding firm for the moment for David, soaking an enormous amount of damage there, buying space for potentially a Kin comeback. We've got respawning members of the Omni squad starting to actually swap places with Kin. Now Omni fighting from inside. You can see Galaxy there trying to cover the top, does do a nice sweep. But Jordan gets the return kill.
19-15, and now it has been changed around. Now it's Omni Esports who are in that hangar and can't get out. But you know what, kind of it, even though they're caught in that hangar, it kind of looks like that's where they want to be, because it's not like they're losing a lot of kills, and they're actually finding those kills right now. But David M is keeping them at bay, making sure that they stay in there. Oh, big bomber coming in here from Playboy, picks up 3 members, and Steve, also finding a kill onto Lion, suddenly puts Omni Esports up by nearly 10 kills.
Pretty gnarly stuff. Playboy, one of the new signings. Everyone but Steve, a new signing to the Omni Esports lineup, much as it is with Kin, but it's seeming like this all-star Omni team that raised quite a few eyebrows at the start of the tournament is doing pretty darn well. Brother connecting back in for Omni. 4 minutes left to play. Omni seem to be in total control.
Oh, they certainly do. And Team Kin not really able to fight back quite yet, kind of it. They're still inside that hangar, but Omni Esports, they're keeping at them. And while they aren't getting a big lead, they are making sure to at least trade 1 for 1, 1 for 2 whenever they lose 1 member. So Team Kin, they never really are able to get that momentum rolling and get that military support because they continue to lose members.
You see though, Omni, they've got the kill streaks, they've got the deployable cover coming in to protect their flanks. Desperation for Kin setting in, I think, quite some time ago, honestly, as they have to try and force their way in. David M does have a little bit of extra health from the armor. Steve and Playboy round the corner. Steve able to get that kill back through, and Playboy with the delayed airstrike actually managed to ace Kin off the map entirely, if only for a second.
2 more kills here for Omni Esports. We'll do it. 1 more. Counterfeit, and there we go. That's going to be Omni Esports picking up the first game here in our upper semi-final. Next up will be Vantage. Let's see if Omni Esports, they can continue to keep this advantage that they have. Because right now, they certainly are looking like a team with a lot of advantages and just overall better.
Alright guys, so there we go. Playboy definitely taking a fairly big slice of the attention there, but we have to recognize brother 5-0 in that last game. Not too shabby at all. Kin, they've got 1 more chance to stay in the tournament. Will they manage it? We shall find out. We can have a break, and then the semi-finals will continue shortly. There are some who know them as Dracula, but some who know them instead as Omni Esport going up against Kin. First game in hand, one step away from the finals for the Blue Squad Omni.
And damn, did they look good in game number 1, Counterfeit. So let's see if they can't keep it up here in game number 2 as well. Keen right now, at least they are standing with their backs against the wall. And they do need to try and see if they can find some way of making their comeback, because right now, their survival depends on it.
You can see Omni really tightly cohering together as a squad. They may come to regret it though, as they will be taking grenades to the face from a very game red team, of who unfortunately, despite their best efforts, will lose out heavily in the early exchange. Playboy trading across their life there as the fighting starts to coalesce around the middle of the map.
5-3, so Omni not looking as strong as they did in game number 1, but Keen, they are losing, so they are lacking a member right now, so their firepower isn't as strong as this one that Omni Esports they are rocking. Someone like David M with the Commander class can't really utilize that shield when you don't have that backup, and with you missing a player, backup is something that you are missing as well.
So something I was looking out for there was the floor bangs coming through from Kin. So at one point, Dealers, people weren't doing this, but it's something that's gone picked up over time, which is that you can throw grenades at the floor, or you can use the grenade launchers on the floor to hit people on the upper level of advantage, meaning that that's a very good way to try and force away an opposition who's set up an otherwise almost untouchable firing line.
That's definitely true. Good point, Counterfeit, but right now, that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of fighting outside right now. Jordan trying to just push around, trying to get a flank going. But it's definitely a viable option to try and go for some wall bangings or floor bangs, as you could also call them.
It is looking like while Kin are doing better this time round and have set themselves up a firing line on the side, Lion and Jordan on one side of the equation. Coffin moving forward will get flanked around them by Steve, though didn't spot that coming out. Somehow the Cog-V shots go wide. Jordan at least does trade the kill across, but Omni coming in from the side is going to try and tear into, grabs a few more kills on their way out. But we've got a Kin team who've actually managed to get a flank round. Coffin is now on the other side. Will pick up Omni new as they spawn in. Maybe this could be the start of a comeback.
It might be that Counterfeit, but 18-14. Omni Esports, they do have a good grip of this game, but Keen could certainly do this. But we need to see some better performances from the likes of David M and from Jordan. Jordan sitting at 3-5 and David M at 0-8. They need to start getting some kills and they need to start putting up some work, or else Omni Esports is just gonna run wild in this game.
Jeez, Coffin finally manages to slam the lid on Omni there, but and Omni new just absolutely brutal sniper as the fighting continues to be centered around the middle of the map. Of course, we have got, as we see here, the number 5 for Gisa and Vorgisa providing long-range fire support, but it's still a Kin team. While not being overrun, it's still seriously behind.
Oh, yes, they certainly are, Counterfeit, but they are within reaching grasp. And you see right there, finding 2 kills out of nowhere suddenly puts them out even here against the Omni Esports. Only 1 kill separating these 2 teams, and now they're starting to make that comeback. And you can bet that Keen Esports, they are deadly. They've been getting a lot of headshots in this game. And landing headshots means that you're gonna kill your opponents much faster, and then you don't really expose yourself to so much danger. So if they can keep getting those headshots in, then they might just be able to keep this going.
Real impressive stuff from Kin. Yes, I would not have bet initially on Kin's performance in this game, but they've really managed to not only come back into the series, but come back to this game. Noob picking up the long range shot as the game moves into a different phase, and Vorgis, who before was providing a long range fire support, now in the center with David M off to the side. Noob does grab another kill from long range. Lion trades it back straight away, though. We have got Jordan about to clash up in the top. Walks right into Brother and their imp armed and ready.
I think it's coming down to the wire. Counterfeit 39 to 35. It's going to be so damn close here between these two teams. 5 kills separating them. Keen, they've made this comeback before. They might be able to do it again, but they need to do it now, and they need to stop giving over kills to Omni Esports, because the more kills Omni they get, the further they get to 50 kills. And once you get past 40, the psychological pressure just becomes too big. Omni, 7 more kills is all they need.
Playboy has proven to be extremely deadly on with Omni New. Definitely doing a hard carry of the squad for Omni. Dropping down on the hunt, will run into multiple kin members in just a second. Has announced their presence. But as soon as the kin member goes around the corner, they get instantly taken out. The grenade will strip away a lot of Playboy's health, but still takes out David M. And you have to start thinking, maybe you just can't fight Playboy.
That might just be the case. Playboy is definitely looking unstoppable, but you know what? Same goes for Omni Esports. Omni New 18-9, Playboy 14-9. Counterfeit. Those two players, they just carried the hell out of Omni Esports. And Omni Esports, they're going to move into the grand final, where they're going to face up against Team Arbolito, who were able to take down Clan Legendario in the lower semi-final 2-1.
Hellfire. We could definitely turn off the FPS indicator. That was only just left on by accident before. I keep forgetting to turn it off again. But yes, very impressive stuff. Omni New definitely shining there along with Playboy. Those two putting out a hell of a performance. Guys, though, let's get your back onto stream once again. We've now got at least one finalist. We may even have 2, as the other semi-finals was taking place while we were playing. Yes, Team Arbolito in the finals to face off against Omni Esports.
Okay, I'm just letting our admin know that Omni Esports, they were able to win game number 2 so that they can move them up into the grand final. Team Arbolito, Counterfeit, have you seen them before? They are a fairly new team, I can see. They got created around 57, 59 days ago.
Well, that's still a decent amount of time. I mean, Team Arbolito, while we haven't seen them directly on stream as of yet, as the community game is up, ESL123, if you are playing on a PC. So while we haven't seen Arbolito play, they did take out Legendario in the off-stream semi-finals, which is no mean feat whatsoever. Last time, let's see, they played, I think they managed to get all the way through to the finals. They've had a bit of trouble with Score Gaming, who fortunately for them are not playing here today. So I don't know. It's really hard to know because because of Omni being a completely new entity, how the two teams are going to end up matching. Sonic, you want us to say esports?
Esports. No, you need to say esports.
But did you know that capitalizing the S in esports has now been forbidden?
It is wrong. You don't capitalize the S in esports, and you only capitalize the E if it's in the beginning of a sentence, as usual.
I think that was always where we were going to end up with, no matter how many creative interpretations of esports there were. It was probably always going to be the most straightforward one. Also, Hellfire, the host of the Battle Royale tournament that we were talking about before. Welcome, welcome. We'll get this break game started in a second. This could well be our last community game before the grand finals gets underway. So do come and join us. Get this last chance to sharpen your skills. And we shall return in 7 minutes or less with hopefully our best of 5 grand finals. Alright guys, we have been informed that the finals themselves are ready, so what we'll do is we'll just try and sneak in another community game if we can, but as soon as that pass key for the grand finals comes a call in, then we shall have to get on with business. So, we've got confirmation. I'm just going to refresh the bracket to make sure. Yes, Omni Esports versus Team Arbolito. That will be our best of 5 grand finals coming up in just a few moments' time. But before that happens, let's see if we can find ourselves just a few more precious moments before the big time arrives. There we go. Spooder Man 22 Hero Gaming Simon is one of our moderators in the chat. So if you have any questions and we're too busy talking about people shooting each other in the face to be able to answer, then they are the person to go to.
Yep, but our admin is slowly getting the pass key up. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to play on the stream, now is the time to get in before we get that pass key, and we're gonna have to ditch out of the custom game.
Nuclear Nerds. Good to see you from the YouTube chat. I think we got enough to get this game started. Excellent. So, guys, enjoy. We'll catch you in just a few minutes' time with the start of that finals. But for now, enjoy the community game. You can still use the passkey to join in all the way through to the end. And best of 5 finals starting up momentarily. Welcome back, guys. We are getting into our grand finals. We shall see Omni Esports and, new to today's stream, Arbolito over in the blue.
Now, Omni Esports, they've been looking absolutely unstoppable here today, kind of fit. Will they look that way here against Arbolito as well? Omni Esports, if we go by the rankings, should be the ones to lose as they are the 5th seeded team. But with the way that they've been playing today, I wouldn't be surprised if they go out as our best team of today's tournament.
Well, Arbolito has certainly got some very strong players. Taguito, Adrian, Lessons to Toke, all players we've seen around the place. This Playboy takes themselves out with the grenade. Not a strong start for Omni at all. Omni New also loses out in that 1v1, or I say it was 1v1, it quickly turned into very much not that. Playboy does get one back for the squad, while Adrian, of course, known for being a high-quality sniper, runs into Galaxy and finds they might have met their match.
Oh, yes, and kind of I like how close this game is looking already. 5-4. Arbolito might actually just be the match for Omni Esports. Omni Esports certainly aren't taking this game without having to go through Arbolito so far.
Small advantage across to Omni. A real running fight in the center. We can see Dogito down the stairs, instantly regretting its decision as Oisi gets, I think it was 3 in a row, really cleaning up and bringing Arbolito back into the game.
Oh, yes. Oisi, if you can keep up this performance, then you might just be the most valuable player here for Arbolito. But now Omni Esports is starting to run away with it. 4 kills in the lead.
Omni New walking around and taking names. Brother and a Galaxy also performing admirably for the squad. Over the other side, as we just missed Omni getting that last kill, but we will not miss the return. Taguito grabs down one of the big players, but gets killed in return. Omni with 5, Arbolito with only 4 players.
11-16 kind of fit. This is exactly the position that Omni Esports, they want to be in. And Omni Esports, they've been doing quite well at getting those kill streaks in so that they can get that military support ruling for themselves. It's been giving them so much help here in this game so far. All that extra information and all that extra control you grab up by getting bombers and airstrikes in certainly has put Omni Esports in the lead. But we must also mention that Arbolito losing a member isn't exactly the best look for them either.
Do you see Arbolito getting wiped off the map? And I think this run and gun style this game has adopted has really not favored them, especially here on conversion, where you can be hit from multiple opposing angles, making it very important to keep your team coherence up.
Oh, that is certainly true, kind of fit. But now Arbolito falling behind by 11 kills. This is not the position that they would want to be in. But Omni Esports, they got that grasp of the game. They have so many good players, and honestly, someone like Omni Neo, who's been doing so much work throughout the entirety of today's stream, is still on top, 10-4, and is still looking like an absolute beast.
Arbolito, they've got the high ground advantage for now, as Playboy will put down the firepower. Will get taken out by Oisi, the master of the multi-kill. Arbolito trying to fight with the high ground advantage. Unfortunately for them, Omni are now meeting them on their own terms. Halfway mark of the first grand finals game has been reached. Omni with a huge lead, 14 kills ahead. And while Adrian Lessons is picking off those kills, Taguito having an absolutely appalling game so far, in the double-digit deaths already.
Amongst other things, this lead that Omni Esports they have comes from military support. And military support has helped Omni Esports get so many kills right now at 40. If they keep this up and they keep being this dominant kind of it, then they can expect so much support from the military coming into the next few games, which will surely give them the edge over Arbolito.
It's coming close to the end while all 5 members of Arbolito are back in circulation. Omni, they've got the advantage already. Brother firing down from that great height, throwing out the great amount of bullets. SMGs, of course, going to do some heavy hitting in close range. His brother picks up another. The Toke tries to find the way back in. Lagrito and WU7 on the south side of the map, trying to fight their way back into the game. Wu does get one, but Steve trades back immediately.
But this game looks to be done and dusted, kind of it. This is a closed chapter here on conversion. Next up, it's going to be construction side. Bolito, they're going to try and see if they can figure something out, a way to deal with Omni Esports. I think the best way that you can deal with Omni Esports is try to stick more together as a team. Because honestly, Omni Esports, they're just dividing and conquering right now. They're going for these individual fights, and Arbolito, they just can't match up.
Wu7 trying their darndest. Arbolito do at least make it up to 40 before the game is done, but ultimately, it's all Omni. Whether or not that's going to change in game number 2, we'll have to wait and see. But right now, Omni looks strong. They keep the momentum from their semi-final stages and move forward. Brother with an extremely strong performance in that game. And Arbolito with some serious thinking to do about game 2.
Well, you know what? Besides Brother, New and Playboy also did perfect here in this game. So you're definitely right, Confit. Arbolito, they have a lot of thinking to do, and they have a lot of thinking in terms of how do we deal with Omni Esports to do.
Well, guys, game 2 of the grand finals is coming up just after the break. So stay tuned, grab yourself some water, maybe a delicious apple orange, or, I don't know, pomegranate. All deliciousness is welcome. And all deliciousness will arrive after the break. Arbolito, Omni Esports, Grand Finals Round 2 after the break. Hello, 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 and
Hello,
welcome once again
Thank you,
to
Peter.
a game.
Oh, a game. A game of what now?
Well, I tell you, if you stopped interrupting. Ooh.
Well, you see, the youngsters nowadays, they don't really have any respect for the elderly.
Oh no. Well, a tragic turn of events. One of these two teams will officially be called elderly if they do not win this game. Omni Esport, they've got the first game advantage. It's been honestly pretty darn competitive so far, though Omni took over in the late game. We see I'm Noob on the hunt. 4 members of Omni could give Arbor a way to get back into the series if they take over the early game.
Well, Omni Esports, they won game number 1 quite convincingly, and Counterfeit, I said that the way for Bolito to win game number 2 was for them to try and stack up, group up, just work as one unit. And right now they're trying to do that, but those grenades that is coming in here from Omni Esports is definitely making sure to cut Arbolito down. The grenades are just completely taken down, but Woods coming in and finding 3 kills out of nowhere. That certainly is a Woot moment.
Oh boy. Yeah, Woo. Is that Woot? Is that what we're going with?
I think it's Woot because 7 in the lead alphabet is AT.
Sure, let's go with that. Woot. Woot with another very powerful grenade play. The airstrike as well, going to try and keep Omni away, who have recovered honestly pretty well, as we will see that 5th player joining in for the squad. Numbers finally equalized. Arbolito, they managed to get themselves ahead by 4. Will it be enough to stop the Omni path of rage?
Yeah, let's see if they can do that right now. Arbolito, they're doing exactly what I told them to do. They're grouping up because Omni Esports, they showed that they are good at dueling. They are perhaps the greatest here in the PC tournament. But Arbolito apparently have found the key to taking down Omni Esports.
That's looking pretty good for Arbolito. They've managed to maintain even against all 5 members of the Omni Esports squad. Adrian Lessons, of course, we noted before. A very powerful sniper along with Taguito on that PR39. Recently buffed up in Update 30. Just have a little bit extra punch. Provide some real alternative to the Cog V. And seems to be working out pretty darn well for Taguito so far.
Omni Esports are not fielding Galaxy in this game, so they're missing out on a very strong sniper. That might just be why they're not doing as well as they possibly could be. Also, New, one of the strongest players of today's tournament, someone who's been very consistent, is right now lacking in terms of kills. 0 and 2. Not doing as well as we thought New would do in this last series as well.
Omni New might have a chance to change that. Goes round the corner. Can't land those shots though, as Playboy is knocked out with the disconnect. Arbor, they're making another step towards equalizing the series. 4 minutes left to play. They've extended the lead up further. Omni Esport could be in real trouble.
Oh, they certainly could be Counterfeit. It's not looking like Bolito will find themselves being taken back by Omni Esports. Right now, Omni Esports, they'll find themselves pretty far down. And with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play, they need to find a new recipe for this game, or else they're just going to find themselves 1-1.
And we've seen what happens if Omni start clumping up too much. Woot will just absolutely blow them to pieces. Omni New trying to sneak around the side, maybe find an angle to drop down some grenades onto Woot and the other members of the Arbor squad coming around. They've got pretty much open access, and they will pick up yet another kill. Omni behind by 8, still 3 minutes left to go, but it doesn't seem like Omni is showing any signs of coming back in, especially not with plays like that for Arbolito.
31-23, Omni Esports, they're not going faster, but now finally they have all 5 members here, so now they get another lifeline. Bolito aren't that far ahead that they can't be catched, Counterfeit, and with some good grenades from Omni Esports, they are looking like they might just regain this game for themselves. But they can't afford to lose many kills, and they need to get going. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. and they aren't exactly closing this lead very fast.
Arbolito, for any of you guys who aren't Spanish speakers, it's a little tree. Currently growing into something significant here. The blue team, honestly, they've taken what they were able to get in the early going. They've built on that momentum. And now I think Omni, they felt like they came into this game with a pretty good expectation they would keep their winning ways going. But now time is running out on them. While Arbolito may not be able to make it all the way up to 50 kills, they're quite comfortably in the lead.
Oh yes, they certainly are. But Omni Esports, they're slowly regaining this counterfeit. Omni Esports, they've been able to break Arbolito apart. So Arbolito, they can't group up. And it means that Omni Esports, they've been able to force this dueling pace of the game onto them. And suddenly, it's down to 2 kills in the lead for Arbolito. This is Omni Esports making their return and saying, we're not going to lose the game. This might just be us going 2-0 up.
Well, the Toke and Tegrito forming a new defensive line, but while taking out the recon aircraft, Steve able to pick up the kill from the back. Omni New grabbing another one. Arbolito, they still remain ahead. So little time left to play. So few kills left for the taking. Tegrito taking shelter on the backside, gets picked up by the grenade. 1 kill now separating. 1 minute left to go.
39 to 39, now it's even counterfeit, and with 50 seconds left to go, this is coming down to the very last kill. This is who will survive. This is a do or die time.
Tegrito is there, advantage to Omni Esports, and a second kill comes in from Omni New. Adrian Lessons left standing, but for only a second. What a comeback from Omni to go from that far behind to now just racing towards the finish line. There's still a chance though for Arbolito if they can find a good fight.
Yes, and they need to do that now. But Omni Esports, 2 more kills is all they need. 1 more. Now, Arbolito, they cannot afford to die. But here we go. Omni New will find that last kill despite not doing too hot throughout the game. New comes in towards the end and just pushes through. Gets 13 kills. Started out with the first, 3-4 minutes getting 0 kills. New turned up and said, Omni Esports, they're the best team.
That will be the 2-0 so far. It looked to be the turning point for Arbolito, but instead, all they've ended up with is a dominant-looking Omni, who's shown that no matter how far behind they get, they will still be incredibly dangerous. Guys, we're headed to a short break. When we return, the third and potentially final game of this PC stream. Arbolito, Omni, you do not want to miss it, and we'll see you in just a few moments' time. Doom! Doom comes for Arbolito, the little tree that could almost made us believe in game number 2 that they were going to be the ones to take the game for themselves and bring the series back to 1 game apiece. Instead, Omni Esports cast them down from their lofty perch, the hubris of Arbolito to think they could take the game from Omni.
But for a while, it looked absolutely amazing for Arbolito. They were able to work together as a team. They were able to stay together as a team. They didn't go for the dual heavy kind of playstyle that Omni Esports, they love to play. But towards the end, Omni Esports, once they regained all of their 5 members, they said, okay, let's break Arbolito apart. Let's go crazy. Let's go fast, aggressive, and just go for those duels. That's exactly what they forced upon Arbolito. And it meant that Omni Esports, they made the comeback of a lifetime.
Strong start here from Arbolito in game number 3, though, as Adrian Lessons keeps the kills flowing from that sniper rifle to Toke, with a nice couple of pickups as well. Omni knew, though, managing to clear out that top level with the Bramson puts Omni into an early lead.
but it's not a big lead at all. It's only 1 kill overall, so a long way to go, Counterfeit, for Omni Esports.
Woof.
Good grenade from Wood, takes down New, puts Arbolito up even here against Omni Esports. Arbolito, this is more their kind of map. There's so many different layers and levels here on this map, which means that they will not ever really be forced into duels against Omni Esports, because Omni Esports, they're going to have to move up so many different stairs even to get into a position where they can fight against Arbolito. So Arbolito, as long as they can keep control over a small area, then they should be in a very good position to make sure that they don't have to duel a lot.
Prez Ahmed, your good wishes for the team, or teams I suppose, are noted. Arbolito, they have to win this one out. They're doing pretty well so far. Adrian Lessons is having the space they need to be able to keep those sniper kills going. Very good control of the access points from Arbolito. Whenever we see any of the Omni Esports members going up the stairs, they always face a hail of gunfire.
Oh, they certainly do. So Arbolito, they know what they need to do in order to take down Omni Esports. But they're not building up a big lead for themselves. They're really slowing down this game, and it could come to bite them in the butt. We saw that in game number 2, where Arbolito had a slow game for such a long time. But towards the end, Omni Esports, they just fired up the heat under Arbolito, and suddenly this game was just over.
Well, it was really impressive play from Arbolito in this game. 4 minutes left to go. Omni Esports, we've seen them come back from bigger deficits, but right now it seems like Omni are just running into the Arbolito defense, hitting their heads and charging back in once again. Omni does somehow sneak out a kill, as Adrian Lessons, I think, the real decision maker of this game. 7-3 so far, while Torguito grabs 2 of their own.
Chigigo looking for some kills. Gets one there onto Playboy. Now Omni, they're starting to lose members. Torguito definitely getting a lot of kills before going down. That was 2 for 1. So well played by Torguito. Helps Arbolito a lot. Omni Esports only behind by 10 kills, so their comeback could still be a thing, but time is running out. And Arbolito, they have such a good grip of the upper level here on this map. So it really means that here on Vantage, there's nothing that Omni Esports they can really do to get onto Arbolito, because Arbolito, they control the upper side, and unless you can really get a good flank in, then it's going to be so hard. Brother tries to get that flank in, but goes down immediately after killing 2 members.
That honestly was some real nice work over the Bramson, but it's not enough to make an impression on Arbolito, unless, of course, Brother comes in from the side, picks up yet another kill. Won't be fooled by that decoy at the top of the stairs. OC is there, as Galaxy picks up a long-range kill. Torguito keeps the good times rolling. Torguito and Adrian Lessons, along with Woot, 4-1. Very impressive from our underdog, 0-2.
With Arbolito being able to control this upper level here on Vantage, it also means that they've been able to put up those kill streaks, Counterfeit, and that means military support, and that has been helping them so lot here in this game. Right now, they have 6 military supports compared to the 1 of Omni Esports. And while it isn't necessarily bombers and airstrikes that they're getting deployable covers as well. And as a team that want to have control over an area, those deployable covers really come in handy.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have the knowledge that you're not going to get picked off in the side, as Playboy grabs another Brother, takes a grenade to the face. OC and Woot trying to defend the flank, while Lessons and Torguito try and come in themselves. Galaxy is covering the back of the Omni Esports squad. 6 kills separating, as it's a trader kills across. Steve does grab the headshot, but I think it could be Arbolito spreading themselves out far enough that there may not be enough time for Omni to find that many kills.
Yeah, this is very smart from Arbolito. Omni Esports, they just need 5 more. With 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. It is doable, but Arbolito, they're still sticking together as a team. And Omni Esports, they haven't been able to cut them down quite yet. So this is now or never. But it's going to be extremely hard.
1 minute left to go. I think this is very smart from Arbor. We've seen this from teams before. Yeah, why take the risk of taking a fight when you can just keep your opponents at arm's length and win by default? It doesn't feel like Omni have really clocked this is what's happening, because they're not getting as frantic as I'd expect them to be here. Brother does come round from the side. If they can break back through the team with the Bramson great as a team sweeper, but they need to find kills in a row. They get 1, they get 2, but from the other side, Taguito gets a kill back for Arbolito. It's still 5 kills separated. Omni, they just don't have enough time.
Brother comes in with such a heroic play, but you're definitely right, Counterfeit. Arbolito, they run the clock down. And now it means that there's not enough time for Omni to pick up those last few kills. And game number 3 is going to go into the hands of Arbolito. Well played. They stuck together as a team. If they can keep this up and they can continue to just dictate the pace of the game, then next game on Scramble should be completely theirs.
Arbolito, they break the winning streak of Omni Esports. And honestly, I love the strategic play we saw coming through, especially in such a crucial game. Omni, they still only need to win 1 more game to call themselves champions here today on PC. But Arbolito, they've shown some fire. That game, impressive stuff. But can they do it 2 more times and crown themselves as the new number 1s? We shall find out in just a few moments. Our finals continues after the break. Everybody listen, it's time for game number 4. Arbolito versus Omni Esports. Deedless, did you believe the little tree could go big in game number 3?
Oh, it came as a surprise kind of but they did exactly what we needed to see them do. They slowed down the game, they worked together as a squad, and most importantly, they said, Omni Esports, you're not going to be allowed to dictate this game. This time around, we're going to play by our standards, and that is going to give us the edge that we need to win this game. Now, here on a completely new map, it is going to be Scramble. It's nothing like Vantage. You don't really have multiple levels, so all you have is one surface to really work with, and that means that Arbolito, they're going to have to work even harder to control the area that they want to control.
So early going with Omni over on a new side of things. Will be now in the blue. Arbolito over in the red. A very strong starters immediately. The little trees that could. Arbolito push back into the center. OC does manage to get a shot out. Of course, we'll be looking for Woot to try and throw in a grenade, get another one of those legendary multi-grenade kills, and turn this one around.
But so far, it is Omni Esports who are in control kind of and they are, well, not turning anything around this time around. Omni Esports, they want to be in control, they want to win this game, so they're just going to try their best to keep control over this game, and right now, they are playing quite a lot to the standards of Arbolito, really taking this into a team-oriented game instead of trying to go for more of that dueling power that we've seen before.
The artillery strike is going to bounce off the roof of that central hangar, not going to affect any of the members in there, but still, it's looking like a pretty compelling case being made here by Omni that game number 3, maybe it was just the map. Right here on Scramble, it seems that they are comfortable to keep piling on the pressure.
And they will certainly keep just pushing onto Arbolito now, up to a 5-kill lead. Make that 6, make that 7. Omni, New, certainly comes in from the side and picks up even more kills. New sitting at 7 and 2. One of the strongest players and performers of Omni Esports in today's tournament so far. And New is someone you can always rely on.
Absolutely, for sure. Let's check back in with the numbers. Yes, Omni New and Playboy both standing out for their squad. Right now, it is Omni New taking the lead, coming in through the center. Playboy coming in from the south side will run into a whole pile of trouble. As, unfortunately for the squad, but whoa! We didn't get to see it ourselves, but Airstrike taking out the remaining members, and that's the danger of the clumping up, that you're all in one place to get knocked down with a feather.
While Omni Esports aren't being aggressive and fast in this game, they're getting so much help from the military support to keep in the lead. Omni Esports as well have gotten 9 military supports compared to the 0 of Arbolito. So Arbolito, they can't even get military strikes and artillery strikes and, well, bombers and even helicopters back to help them regain control of this game. They're getting nothing, and Omni Esports, they are taking full advantage of that.
Halfway mark has officially been reached. Omni in the lead with almost doubling up on the Arbolito score. We saw how well Omni could fight back from a disadvantage in game number 2. Have Arbolito got roots deep enough to bring them back into the series? Certainly with Omni now in control of the center and Arbolito being left on the outside. Playboy picking up yet another kill. The cover drops down to Toke. Is there, trying desperately to get in with some high explosives.
But isn't quite enough, even though the Toke is the player on the side of Arbolito with the most kills. Sitting in 6 and 8 isn't exactly the scoreline you want to see from the best performing member from Arbolito. But then when you look over towards Omni Esports, 12 and 6, 8 and 6, 5 and 5, that's the top 3 players from Omni Esports, and it just tells a completely different story of an entire team carrying and looking to finish out a grand final.
Omni, I think, really did throw away all the doubts which may have arisen as a result of that game 3 loss. moving towards a crushing victory as again the deploy will cover a very smart move from Omni. The only 2 access points coming in here in the center. And right now it's looking like nothing is going to change.
No, and now with 6 kills needed, 5 for Omni. And they have 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go. I don't think Abuelito can make this comeback. They need to just pray for a miracle and they need to not die. But Omni Esports, they are experts in killing. And this will be their grand final and their monthly victory.
18 kills ahead. That will be game number 3 again across the Omni. And with that, the PC Championship for this week. Abuelito put up one hell of a fight. Not a team we necessarily expected too much from. Omni, after changing out nearly their entire roster to go on to win a PC tournament immediately. Not too shabby at all.
Oh, certainly not counterfeit. And you must praise Omni Esports for going all the way here today. They went from the start of the stream in the quarterfinals all the way to the grand final. That is impressive and definitely something that they can be proud of.
Well, guys, that will be it for us for now. We will be back in about 3.5 hours time for iOS Blue. Thank you, of course, to Hero Gaming Simon, our moderator in the chat, making sure everything runs nice and smooth. And of course, Aviator featured running the admin desk throughout to make sure that everything did go nice and smoothly. Now, though, guys, I have been Counterfeit, joined by Deedless. Deedless, if people want to see some more of your good work, where's the best place to look?
Well, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at DeedlessCasts.
If you want to see my stuff as well, just take a look in the same kind of place on Counterfeit Cast as well. Now, guys, thank you again for coming and spending your time with us. We will catch you again a little later on this evening, or if not, then tomorrow we'll have iOS Red as well. 2 more iOS tournaments to come to finish off our weekend of MC5. You don't want to miss it, and we'll see you there.